Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday night. That means the latest edition of Nathbet.com. It is week 3, as you can see. We've gone for a change of venue. Hopefully that can coincide with a change of luck. We've been pretty frustrated the first 2 weeks, to say the least, but I do think that's just about to change. We are about to turn the corner, and I think in a big way. Obviously the treble was very close to coming in. Just needed one more goal from Wigan to get that -1 down. Would have been a very nice treble. Didn't happen. Early season though, I think a lot of people are finding the same thing. Obviously teams are struggling to find form, and the class will start coming through. And if you're talking about class, you want to talk about Nathbet.com. Just look at our season last year. Incredible. So make sure you stay with us. And we do like the games this week. I do like them. I think hopefully we're starting to separate the wheat from the chaff, and there's not going to be too many crazy results. And like you say, it could be worse. It could be Manchester United at the moment. So without further ado, let's go straight on to the double. Now, Nathbet this week is sponsored by BetVictor because the double, the treble and the fourfold all coincide with the best odds from BetVictor. Make sure you open an account with them. They've got some fantastic free bet offers at the moment, especially for new account holders. Do not navigate away from your stream. Please press the BetVictor link on Nathbet. Go through and put these bets on through that, open an account, and there will be plenty of free money for you there. Newcastle United, St James's Park is where we start off against Mr. Neil Warnock's Crystal Palace now. Newcastle have started the season okay, to be honest. 0-0 draw against Villa probably doesn't look too good on paper, but they were pretty solid at the back. And I think obviously these new signings are going to take a while to gel. The 2-0 loss to Manchester City as well. I didn't think they played particularly badly. Obviously the second goal with Aguero only coming very late on in that game. They got a confidence boosting winning against Gillingham in midweek in the Capital One Cup. I do think that Palace are still trying to find the feed. Obviously, Warnock hasn't had time to work with him too much, and I think they're a bit all over the place, as you could see last weekend. So Newcastle to beat Palace 8-11 is what we're going to go with. Newcastle 8-11, double them up with a team that I'm going to pick 3 weeks on the bounce. Yes, they didn't let us down. Well, they did let us down last week. They won the game, but obviously not by the goals that we thought they should have done. Wigan to beat Birmingham. We're going to go outright Wigan this time. No handicaps. In fact, there's no handicaps at all this week. We're going to back Wigan to beat Birmingham. Wigan at 8-11 to beat Birmingham City. I just think that Uwe Rosler is starting to find the best out of the team. I think they've got the formation they needed to after a difficult first opening couple of games. And Wigan to beat Birmingham at home. Very strong at home, 8-11. So 2 8-11s gives us a 2-1 double to start off the week. Like I said before, best price with BetVictor. Swansea City, 2 wins from 2 under Gary Monk, and I think it's going to be 3 wins from 3 as they start our treble. Swansea against West Brom, even money. I think the good thing about about Swansea is that they've started well, they've scored goals, they've won 2 out of 2, and yet Bonny hasn't even been on the score sheet or even had an assist yet, which I think bodes very well. I think that this could be the game where he goes crazy, goes nuts, and even money for Swansea at home with the way they've been performing, obviously with Sigurdsson as well, solid at the back. I think that even money against a team that doesn't travel particularly well is a very good price indeed. So take Swansea to beat West Brom as the start of the treble. Derby County, they're looking like their old selves as well under Steve McLaren. It really does take time for teams to get started, especially when they fancy to go on and win the league to canter. And I think it was the same with Derby County, especially early on at the start of the season. But like I said, the quality is coming through now. And Derby at home to Ipswich, 8-11, nice price. Back Derby to win this game. Finish that off with Bury in League 2. Bury 7 points from their first 3 games. Very solid. Don't give away a lot at the back. Don't score many goals. When you're entertaining at home against a side like Accrington Stanley, who have conceded, I think, 6 goals from their 2 games that they've for their last 2. I think that it's very difficult to see them going to Bury and getting anything at all. Bury obviously just outside that early playoff spot, and they'll be looking to really be in the mix come the end of the season. So Bury to beat Accrington Stanley at 4-6 is the third bet of the treble. Swansea, Derby and Bury all home wins gives us a 4.5-1 treble again with BetVictor. Very much enjoying the hashtag Nathan Longshots. Make sure you put them in. We will advertise the featured person and give them a free £5 bet on the long shot of their choice, which is obviously their one because they're going to have their name in lights. And remember obviously to tweet out the week 3 bets for your chance to win a £10 free bet of your choosing on the double, treble and or fourfold. Okay, I've talked about Manchester United. Crazy result, wasn't it? Unbelievable really against MK Dons. Doesn't care who they play. I mean, when you still got Hernandez and Danny Welbeck up front, then I think that you should be beating the likes of MK Dons. So that's why against Burnley, This week, travelling to Burnley, I am backing Manchester United. I just think that they're going to get the first win. I really do. Obviously, it wasn't a full-strength side by any means that they played, and I think that they're all going to come back in, and I think that they will get off the board. They will get off the mark. Di Maria, I don't think will feature, but I think they'll have by far more than enough to win to beat Burnley on this occasion, who I expect to finish rock bottom of the Premier League. 8-13 about Manchester United. Tip them along with Millwall to beat Blackpool. Blackpool were atrocious, horrendous. Millwall started the season absolutely fantastic under Ian Holloway. Expect Millwall at 4-5. Too good to turn down. Back Millwall in the Championship to beat Blackpool on this occasion, 4-5. Everton against Chelsea, the third bet, 6-5 about Chelsea. They are a different class than Manchester City in the Premier League at the moment, even though Everton will give a good account of themselves as they always do. And obviously you've got the Samuel Eto'o situation happening against Chelsea. He'll want to prove a point, probably coming off the bench, but I do think that Chelsea are a different class above this season. Like I said before, it's going to be between them and Manchester City for the league. I fancy Chelsea. I fancy them to go, put a strong outing on here and beat Everton. 6-5 about Chelsea. Take them. Finish that off with a slightly weary Arsenal. They were at home though. Got through 1-0 on the night, didn't they? Last night in the Champions League. They go to Leicester again. Leicester, no mugs under Nigel Pearson, but I do think that with Sanchez up front, Oxlade-Chamberlain, people coming in supporting Cazorla. We haven't seen too much of Ozil yet. They've got too much quality. I do expect them to win this game. It'll be a tight game, but at 5-6, maybe even money about Arsenal, I'm taking them to win this one as well. Manchester United away to beat Burnley, Millwall to beat Blackpool at home, Chelsea to beat Everton away, and Arsenal to beat Leicester away. 10.7 4-1 fourfold with Bet Victor. Get the tips on, boys. Get them on Friday, and ladies obviously. Get them on Friday, and I will see you on Saturday. I'll be tweeting away in between innings with Cleethorpes Cricket Club. Shout out. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.